Good morning and welcome to eBay Editing Live, which we've never done before, but we're going to do now because it's what I'm doing today. And I have a shed load of products to edit today. Photographs, excuse me. Excuse me as I blow my head off. So this is the first of the eBay tutorials, and not everybody will have this version of OBS, but I'm going to talk you through OBS. This is Adobe. This is Adobe Photoshop Illustrator 11 maybe. I should have looked at that and then I could tell you. But here's what's going to happen. I'm going to edit all my photographs with you slowly. So I sell blow my nose, that's very professional. I sell maybe 20 items a week at the minute, and I'm going to get that up to about 100 items a week, and this channel is going to talk everybody through how I do that. Seems like I might be a bit overconfident, but really I have done this before, so I do know. First of all, we are going to resize this product. I'm going to take a look and see how big it is. Okay, the resolution is 72. I want to get it up to 300 in case people want to download photographs and have a clearer look. I'm going to make the size 20 by 20 centimeters because that is a good size for, let's bring this over here so you can see it. That is a good size for photographs, which makes it very big. Okay, there I know there is 4 items in this or 4 colors in this product. So let me bring this over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just unlocking this layer. Let me show you how I do that. Double click on the lock and then I click OK. Now that's unlocked, and I'm going to make this small because I've already made the background on this 300 dpi. Now I can import. You can see I've got these. I can close that down for a start. Let's get rid of that. I've already saved that. Now I can drag these onto there. It will show you what size they are. I'll just make them look nice and big. I think the red is the better colour, so whoa, let's not get all wonky. So I think we're going to highlight the red as being our first colour, which will go in this section here. Navy, I'm not sure if I like it, but it's here. Black and white. It looks alright, it's nice and retro, isn't it? We'll bring that one in. And all black, I absolutely hate this colour. So it doesn't mean because I hate it that it won't sell. It just means that I don't like it. So it's going in anyway. So look, you can see now as soon as I click on them, them items sharpen up to the same as this one. You can see here there's a little bit of white showing over the picture of the navy one. So I'm going to take this tool, which is the magic eraser, which erases all colour of one type, and I'm just going to delete that so you can see the background's gone. It doesn't matter for now. And then here you can see on this one, on this all black one, that the white is overlapping the black and white photograph. I'm going to I've selected that up there, and I'm going to delete that one as well. And I'm going to just delete that bit there. Let's flatten this image and have a look if it's any good. I think this one looks too small because the others are big, so it's got the headphones next to it, so I want to sort of keep that. Just move it down a little bit, and that's okay. You can get a hint of it's got headphones next to it, shows the size of it. Okay, to flatten this image, which you need to do to have a proper look at it, you highlight any of these and a little right click and flatten, and that makes that image nice and flat. We can see that, and now that is ready to save. So I'm going to save that image. You can see all my other images here. This is saved as BG091, which is the item number, and we started originally working with navy. I'm going to rename it all, so that's, let me just get back there, all as in all the colours together. Now I want this to be about between 350 and 400ish. There you go. That means it uploads very, very quick onto everybody's computer. They can see it very quick, and I can see it very quick, and I don't need to do any work on that. There is no images other than these images for this product that I haven't taken. So the problem here is that, excuse me while I blow my nose because I've got snotty. The problem here is that on that product I've used every image that everybody else has available, but the cluster of the 4 items, which is this one that we've just made, is slightly different to anybody else's, so it is unique to me. So I'm not using standard photographs all the way through it, and we'll come to the reason why I don't want to do that later on. Let's move straight on to the next one, which is again a very similar thing. This is duffel gym bags. Now these are like a marl finish on them. There's 3 colours. This I think is the most amazing colour, so I'm going to go and start on that one. But again, there is no model photographs anywhere or backgrounds that are using these images and these products, so I want to make them slightly more unique to me with my own cluster of photographs. But ideally I'd put a background on them, but for the sake of doing this video we're not going to bother. So we've made it 300 DPI and we've made it 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters, which is sort of the optimal for this. And now we are going to unlock the image again, the same as we did before. I'm just going to shrink it slightly. There's 3 items or 3 colours to get in here. Let's shrink it a bit more than that. And what I'm going to do now is very similar to what we did before. This is the navy option, and here is grey. Okay, so I want them to look nice and sort of similar to size. I need to shrink this one down a little bit. Take that and accept that. Then we'll select that navy one. I'm going to move it to this side so that I can see a bit more of it. Now you see I can just click on these photographs and just move them wherever I like. Okay, so this is the top level, so we're gonna delete the background from this. And remember also, anywhere where the item is divided by like these straps here and this area here where there's white in between it, you need to delete that so that you can see through it onto the image below it, else it'll look strange. Even this here, you can see there's just going to be a little bit of this green bag showing, so I'm going to delete that and you can just see it there. I don't need to delete any of the white background on these bottom bits. Does it look good? I don't know. Let's try these over this side, this one over there. Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna make the top one a little bit bigger. So let's just, you can see on this navy one, got a little bit of white there because it was off the page when I was editing it. And then we are going to bring this over here and make it a bit bigger. You notice there I stretched it out of shape. It's just because I wanted it to look a little bit longer than it actually is, just to give a bit more definition. Right, that's that one done, and I'm going to save that. Let's bring this over here so you can see. Automatically saves it as a Photoshop, so I'm going to move it to a JPEG, and then I'm going to call it all. So that will edit up at 770. Let's get it a lot smaller than that. You can just go down with this bar and make it slightly smaller. 400, that's a bit too big. 424, it'll do without me shrinking the size of it. And let's get rid of these, and then we'll get on to some good stuff. Right, good stuff next. Now we have models, which is much better for me. This is the same fabric, but it is in a backpack, and I'm going to make these two models the centerpiece of, or the most visual thing that you see on eBay when you click onto it. Now I've got, let me have a look, 3 colours to get onto this, so I'm going to move this guy to side. So firstly I'll unlock this layer by using that little padlock, and I want the selection tool. Hang on, what did I do that for? Deselect, selection tool. I'm just going to move him to the side, so then I think I can get my bags down here, or my images of the bags. And I want this background still, so I don't want to stretch it. What you could do, and a lot of people do this, is select that, and then you could stretch this to fill in a blurry space. I don't really particularly like it all the time. Hang on, wrong one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this selection box, which is up here, and I'm going to trim that down there, and I'm going to copy and then repaste that back on, and select and find my little paste. So I collected this, and I'm going to pull it the opposite way, so the train of the train of the gradient of the colours runs smooth, so it looks like there's no gap there. But what is repeated this pattern here, which I like, and then I'm going to flatten that because I want to. And then we're going to import the products, which you can just copy and paste. You can see here that, like, when I drag something in here, it's asking me a question. It's saying the embedded ICC profile cannot be used because the ICC profile version is not supported. Ignoring the profile, just continue. It won't happen on yours. It's just that I use this computer for some other things where it's set up slightly different. So let's get back to his background. I'm just going to drag these lot on. Right, these are massive, so let's get rid of them a second, and make this image to the correct size that I want it. So 300 on the back and 20 centimeters. Let's shrink it down. Right, now let's put these bags back in so I don't have to do as much work now. And this is really simple because the images are very bright, and all I'm doing is taking the backgrounds off these. So I've selected the black one, which is here. In fact, we'll do it the right way around. I'll select the navy one, which is there. Select the magic eraser, get rid of that in there, and then do the green one the same, and then do the black one, but it didn't. Oh, there we go, selected wrong one. There you go. And in the middle of that green one there's a little bit there. You see this little bit of shadow underneath here. I'd usually get rid of it, but I'm going to keep it. Now these two are completely different colours, although this is the correct colour. That is a ridiculously bright version of it. I'm going to first of all I'm going to auto enhance and auto smart fix this, the main thing. You can see that has brightened it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go to enhance and take away the brightness of this ridiculously bright bag. Not like that though, because it looks awful. So cancel that. So look. Hey, let's have a look what I need to do, and I'm going to go to there's a color selection tool. Image, is it in? Mold, no. Color convert, no. It must be in here somewhere. Where is this tool? I'm sure there was a color adjust somewhere. Hello, phone. Right, where is it? We need to adjust the colour on this. Somebody would say it once I was an expert, but like, no, really, I wasn't. Levels, colour, adjust colour. There it is, colour variations. So let me just see this. I want to see one that makes this more like that colour, which there really isn't. So how do we do this without making it more mental colouring? We'll reset that. Okay, cancel, reset image. Okay, we've got a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brighten this one up. I'm going to brighten this one up because colour variations, there it is again. I want it to look at least a little bit closer to what that one is. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of blue, which makes it slightly better. Let's have a quick look at that. A little bit better. And we'll do that again. Adjust colour variations. Add a bit more blue. I don't want it to look any brighter than that, like, because it'll start looking mental. But what I am going to do is I'm going to move this away from that now, so it doesn't look as bad. And then I'm going to make this the main background. I'm going to darken that again like I did before, which I'm going to adjust, enhance, adjust lighting, brightness, contrast. I'm just going to dull it a little bit. And take the contrast down a little bit. There we go. Right, this is our picture, and I'm looking at it, and do I like it? Not really. I don't like it. Let's try a little moving these around and see what these look like. I think that would look a bit better. Let's take that line off that black there by using the magic wand. Ding, lazy, and we're gonna oops a daisy, don't do that, don't be deleting stuff. And then we're gonna brighten these images up. In fact, the background on this means that they look dull, so what we're going to do is I'm going to select this background, right? I'm going to cut round my man because I quite like him, how he is. Oh, got his hair for some reason, and the background, and we're going to make that really bright so they stand out a bit better. Light in there, brightness. Oh, he's got blonde hair now, look at him. Amazing. Okay, that will do it for me. Well happy with that. So I'm just going to go to select and deselect everything, and then I'm going to flatten this image and make it look, that looks a bit better. Looks a bit better to me. save as all. That will do it. So really it's not a great photograph, but it will look completely unique against anybody else's stuff because they won't have it, which comes to what I was going to say before. Also that means that nobody else will have that image, which means it looks like a unique product, which means I can charge a little bit more money for it and get what I need to get, because as you know, on eBay people are giving things away and they are gonna go bust. So I don't want to be the guy that goes bust. I'm sure that makes sense to you all. I'm sure none of us want to be the person that goes bust. Here is the image for exactly the same bags with the female model. I am going to crop this image, crop there, and then I'm going to make this image bigger. Go to image, I want it to be 300 by 20 at least on the width. So I'm going to do this. There you go. And before we get into it now, I'm going to brighten this up because from the last one I could tell it looked really dark. Enhance, go to lighting, lighting, and I'm going to make it very bright. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's it. You don't need to see her face. It's fine. And now we are going to add in the products again. Same products. Could have left them there really. And the navy one there. Now really this image isn't great, but it shows that it's a backpack, so that's the reason why I'm keeping that. These can go in, and we're going to take the backgrounds off these. Let's do the one I can see. There you go, and then I can see the green one behind it. That's fine, and I can see the black one behind that. That's fine. And now we're going to move these. You can see what I've missed there. I think they're going to stay like this, in this order. So this one, the background needs to come off. Get rid of that, get rid of that in between that strap. Green one, get rid of this strap, and the navy one, get rid of this bit of white being this underneath the strap. I'm just going to move this in a bit closer. Happy with that. So completely different to anything that anybody else will have, which makes it better for me. The power of mind stuff. Oh, knocked over my drink. And we're going to save as go to JPEG, BG 198 all, lady, and it's massive. But that is done. Okay, that's one image done there. One image, one product done. Right, and the next one again, we're, as you can see, we are doing rucksacks today. There are two items in this, so a little bit different. Here's a guy walking down the street with a rucksack on. I somewhat like the fact that it shows the back of him. We're going to make him a bit smaller and move him to one side, but we're going to cut him out completely because it's a bit of a scruffy, isn't he? We're going to cut him out completely because this background is rubbish. And let's see what the lady's doing. Okay, this is a miles better background. Shame he's there, but we're going to cover him up. And this is showing that it is an outdoor rucksack for use in the outdoors. So I think I'm going to move her to one side and move the other guy to the other side of her, and then put the two colours down the centre. That's what I'm aiming for. Let's see how easy that is. So we're going to adjust the size of it. Going to make it 300 by 20. You'll be getting bored of this by the time you've watched this for an hour, if that's what you're doing. I'm using Adobe Photoshop, which all Adobe Photoshops are very, very similar and have the same sort of features. It's just finding where they've put them the next time. Now, I sort of do like that image, but I want her down there, and then I want him, the other guy, up here like this. Let's have a look. Let's just put her in there. Then I want the other guy here. Whoa, 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 floppermonger. Just going to make that. I want him there. So they're both going out walking in same jackets, a bit weird, with the same colour rucksack, a bit weird. Blow my nose again, excuse me. And so there's going to be a bit of boring deleting going on here, which would be a pain in the ass, but it will be worth it. I think I'm going to take her out of this picture, out of this background, out of this scene, and stick her somewhere else in a different scene. So let me find scenes, and I'm sure I've got a load of scenes. Scenes. Here we go. Let's have a look at scenes. No, I haven't. That's not scenery. Scheme. Scenery. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. Anything good? Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this scenery, which is a little bit more outdoory, walky. I'm going to change it because I don't want it to look perfect, because then it'll take eyes off the product. So I'm going to change it firstly so that it's the wrong way around. Then I'm going to brighten it, lighting, shadows and lighting. Let's do a bit of that, and then I'm going to adjust the brightness and make it a bit brighter, and then I'm going to change the colour so it's very blue. Colour variations here. I'm going to add, that's wrong, increase blue. There you go, because it's a blue rucksack and I want to keep a bit of blue in it. So now I'm going to trim a bit of sky away and a bit of land away, and we'll crop that there. And then I can bring my people in. Ladies and gentlemen, where is my people? Here they are, and they are massive. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to go do that the other way around. I'm going to get my people, and I'm going to put my land in the background and bring my land up to the people. So look, which is which is the best part of that? Probably there. You can see that'll sharpen up now. Bring my two people onto the top, and we'll do the lady first. Hello lady. Let's zoom in on her. Oh, now if you wanted to zoom in, there are image, what, zoom, where is it? Not that I've ever used this before, but where is it? View, there, zoom in and out on view. If you want to shortcut it, you can click Alt and roll the wheel on your mouse up a little bit. The wheel on the mouse goes round and round. Delete that one. And then we're going to take away the image from around this woman. And so we select the lady. Now usually you would be able to use this, but because there's so many different colours and stuff, it's a real pain in the backside. So you're going to have to do this by hand, I'm afraid, which means you selecting a gigantic circle. Let's delete your boyfriend, get rid of him, and let's get as close as I sort of can without really trimming. I get quite close in here, and then I'm going to draw around her, but this will give me an idea of, is it going to look good? I don't know. Let's try it. We don't know until we try it. That's the whole thing with editing, is that we are messing around. So let's delete this. Now you don't have to be perfect with this, because nobody's going to look at it that perfect. It's not a magazine photograph, and nobody's going to be downloading it to study it. I mean, you'll get some designers or editors going, oh, this isn't great. Buy one, mate. Buy a rucksack. So I'm just slightly trimming. Oh, let me show you how I did. So I got to this. If you click on this and hold it, then all your eraser tools come up down here. So it's just the normal eraser that we're choosing. And then if I hold down my mouse button, I can just delete. You know how this works. Let's get into her lips there. And she's got a lovely arch on her nose, easy peasy. I'll give you a bit of a nose job there, I'm afraid. And I'm not going back to correct it because you can't tell. Now the hair is a ball ache. Take out the wispy bits of her hair, ignore them, else you'll be here all day. Go for the biggest, thickest bit of hairline that you can see, which in this case is this ponytail here. So holding your breath that you don't make any mistakes. I shall have to go back and correct it all. You can see there's a little gap in between here. I'm not going to take it out. Nobody's brain's going to register that there's a gap there. And then we'll follow the main line of her hair down. I think I've got quite a steady hand today, but I'm not always as steady as this. There is the arm from her jacket. Now I'm going to have a look. I'm going to put it in, then I'm going to have a look and see whether I need it there or I want it there when I've trimmed all this old background off. Look at my steady hand. If I wanted, I could have left this little bit in here, but for personal reasons it will annoy me. And there's your finger. Keep your finger in. Don't have to lose a finger today. Let's have a look and see how she looks. And that bit there I've left in, it looks the similar sort of colour to the background, and it may look odd if I take it out, so I'm not going to take it out. And it's still there, look. Right, where's his man? I think it's a boyfriend. They won't be together long. He's probably been cheating on her, and I think he's got an alcohol problem as well. And I've heard that he's a gambler as well, so he'll be okay. He'll be out of picture soon, and you guys will be able to just step in and get yourself a new woman. She looks like she needs a challenge. Let's get rid of all the background, which looks like the streets of Luton. We don't like it. We're going to delete it. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Get as close as we can to him, and then we'll go in and trim him up. I think what she's just said is, look Dave, you're on your last chance here. You're not even good at walking, and you've started wearing the same clothes as me, which I find a bit weird. So So I think she's going to blitz him. I think she's just told him there, and he's like, yeah. If I wondered how long this is going to take. I've been trying to get you to dump me for ages. Because men don't like dumping women. They like to be dumped, and then women can go around and saying, oh yeah, dumped him. If men go around saying, oh yeah, dumped her, well then you're a massive bastard. So yeah, so he's probably been acting goat for a bit. Get rid of a bit of that. That's his arm. See, I did a shocking job on his arm there. And I am deleting with a size 24 tool, which is not the most accurate, but it saves me time. Delete all this background. As I say, usually you can select backgrounds and delete them, but not when the background is very busy. Somebody at the door! Hiya, got you coming?
I keep forgetting about me.
Oh, yeah, working hard.
There you go. Yeah, well, we'll put her down there. No one else is in there, is it?
If not, just raise back up door and I'll get in.
Oh, you know what? Wendy.
No?
Give her a knock.
Alright.
She normally leaves a note on the door, but she hasn't left one today. She hasn't left one on here.
No, she might be there.
She will be.
See you later. And there is eBay delivery of the day for products going out, so that's how it works. Which we'll do as editing first, and then we'll get onto as eBay. Dave's got a spider in his eye. I'm going to delete that because it looks scruffy, Dave. You'd have thought Doris would have told you that. I said, no, Dave, you haven't even combed your hair properly. And he's been to one of them barbers that don't shave down back of your neck. So that's a bit lazy, isn't it, Dave? In fact, we're going to take that bit off because it looks scruffy, and we're going to make this lump here not as big, even though you've got a weird shaped back of your head. So let's go in here, and we're now going to go down the back of the jacket and onto the rucksack strap. There you go, postman's back again. Not in. Alright.
Dog's out there.
Dog's out?
Dog's out in.
Oh, dog's are in.
Yeah. Crazy.
Right, I'll open this in a minute.
What's what then?
Huh?
What's what?
What?
Where it is?
Just put it if we read ransom.
Put that on the
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Alright, cheers mate.
See you. Hello, person in the chat room. Let's have a look. Where are we? Spring Garden War. How are you doing? Good morning. I'm editing eBay this morning. Well, I'm not. I'm editing eBay photographs. We're just doing Dave's new rucksack. He's out walking with his bird. She's probably going to dump him, we've decided, because he looks like a bit of a drip. She's taking off an old background and putting on a new one. Because they were walking somewhere. He were walking in a town centre, which we weren't keen on, and she was walking in a really lovely place, but weren't as lovely as the place that we're going to put them in. And that is the back of Dave's arse, which we are going to delete. There, let's have a look where they are now. That's lovely. A lovely little walking area for Dave and Doris. And now we're going to put some products in, 2 products, which is the ones that they're walking with. There's a black one and a blue one. I'm going to put the blue one right at the top because I don't want it too close to them, because you've already seen that, and the black one right there. So we're going to select the black one first, and then I'm going to take the background off with the magic eraser. Pitting. Does it look good? We'll tell you in a minute. And then we're going to delete the blue background, take all the white off the blue, and have a look at that. I think these two rucksacks can be a bit bigger. She's just told Dave, you're probably getting dumped soon, Dave. You can't even tuck yourself in right. And he's like, oh no, Doris, I thought we'd been together forever. She's like, no, Dave. I walked up this hill fast as lightning. I had to sit at the top waiting for you, you plank. Let's save that as BG, oh no, QB550 all, and let's save it as a JPEG. Ta-da! I'm going to make this a bit bigger. 320 odd, let's make it a bit bigger than that. 320, 25, 369, that'll do. It looks lovely. That's going to sell them straight away, I think. We can delete all these now. I'm not going to keep that background because I've used it. And that's that rucksack. And we are moving on to the next one. How are you doing, Spring Garden? Are you having a good day? Now we are going to do QS277 bag. We're going to do it in, whoa, how many colours? Shed loads of colours. Oh, that is a busy background, isn't it? So that's the model using it. And there's the bag on the floor. I've got to be honest, it looks horrendous. We need to keep her. But we're going to put a blue background in it. Unless we try something and delete this background out. Let's have a look, see what we can select. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Keep. No, it took a leg. Took a leg away. So I'm going to have to trim it myself. Right, we're going to keep her. Going to round this ball. Going to go down past her arms. Roughly. I don't want it to look. I want it to look a bit haphazard. Like an eBay Joker is doing it almost. Take a foot off and then go up here, round there, and that'll do. And then we're going to brighten all that up and get rid of it. Brightness, contrast. Okay, and then we're going to do that again. Lighting, brightness, contrast, and do it again. That'll do. Right. And now I think we're going to put these items in here. Where are they? They are QS77. There's 3 of them. QS77. There is another 2 of them. Ta-da! And we're going to make the background big again. Image, resize, image size. Make it 200 this time. They're just getting a bit too big. 20. And we're going to put in the images, which are grey, black, blue, red, and pink. think we're just going to do a straight line of them up here. And maybe one up floor. So we're going to need a bright colour for the floor, I think, which we'll take the blue one, I think, down here. Right, black is not the best colour, pink is probably the best colour there. I think this does it like this, exactly like that. Let's clean them up. Pink wants to be at the back, then grey, yeah, then red, yes, then black, then blue is the final top one. Right, so let's clean up pink, let's clean up blue. So we're going for the wand, and we're going to get rid of all these. No! Problem, because this is white, when you click that background there, it gets rid of that bit of white. We'll come back to that in a minute. Black, get rid of all outside of the black. Might be able to make these a little bit bigger in a minute. Red, get rid of red. Again, that does the thing with getting rid of the little bit of white there. Grey one, that's going to do the same. We won't even bother trying it. Pink is not going to do the same because the contrast colour is grey. So, right, that looks absolutely awful. So we're going to take this whole picture, colour, no, lighting adjust, and get rid of that picture because it's horrendous. And we're just going to keep going on that. Colour, brightness. You can see that she's doing an activity, but it'd just be a background canvas. Where are we? Enhance, lighting, brightness. Enhance, lighting, brightness again. You can see it just keeps going. This is as sort of far as it'll go. There we go. Right, we need to concentrate just on these now. Make them a bit bigger, and we're going to come and take this off, these little bits of white off, manually in a minute. You can't even tell what background was now. Waste of time. Waste of time. But there it is. Right, so we're going to just manually take out the white bits on stuff. That doesn't need doing. This does need doing. No, it doesn't. No, it's fine. And that doesn't need doing really. No, we're going to leave them. It's fine. Fine. And now we're going to save them all as 277 all background. Make that a bit bigger still. There we go. That's another one done. Another one bites the dust, and another one's gone, and another product's gone, and then we're going to upload them all to eBay today, later this afternoon, when I get a second. Now we are doing the big brother of that item, which is here and here. This one is so simple. I'm gonna make them bigger so you can see it for us main picture. eBay wants you to have good quality photographs. So if you've got crap quality photographs, you have to pretend that they're good by adjusting the image size. These are not bad, but they want 300 dpi at least, so I do them 2020 usually. Let's have a look which one is the bestest colour out of these. I think it is the navy, so I'm going to put that as the top item. Then I'm going to import black. Oops, don't make it a mess. And I'm going to delete the black outline. I think I'm going to make this navy one a little bit smaller so you can see it better. But really, two very big images there. So that's what you want. Nice big clean images. That's easy peasy done. Save as QS288 all as a JPEG. How big's that going to be? That's okay. Happy days, that didn't take too long. Next one is going to be the waterproof backpack, and I'm going to use there's two images, right? Three model images. Let's have a look. Get them all in. If that hand wasn't disappeared, I'd have used that. But because his hand's gone, unless I can make it look like his hand is behind him by taking his hand off, then I'll have to take a lot of water out. Let's take a look at it anyway. We'll trim it like this. We're gonna his hair go down his. In fact, we'll just go like this. Just fast forward it. Let's pretend his hand is behind him, and we don't want any of the rest of it on there. Let's take that away and see what it does. Nah, looks like he's got no balance. Let's bring it back. Right. So what we're going to do is we are going to just put in the two colours here. No, it doesn't make any sense, this. Right, we're not going to look at that photograph because I don't like it now. Got a monk on about it. Monk on, that's a word that you don't use a lot. Okay, we're going to do the one from the back. This is going to be the main image. And we will add it. Jeez, the images are not made for adding more images to. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bit smaller. We're going to move him over here to start. Let's unlock that. Move him there so you can see it's water, and you can see he's doing activity. And we're going to take a little bit of this image here, and we're going to copy. Select it first. Copy. Paste. And we're going to make that. No, that don't look very good. Let's do what we did before with this technique to do that. Yeah, I mean, you can tell if you're looking at it, but really it looks a bit like Moses parting the sea sort of stuff. But let's get these two images in of the colours, which is this one. and this one. Go down to that. And we're just going to bring these in here and put them at the side of him. You can buy a yellow one, or you can buy a black one. Yellow or black? Yellow or black? It's up to you. Might have to put a shadow behind this black one because it's such a dark background image. But let's have a look. Black. Not too bad. It's not too bad. Yellow. It's not too bad. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to make this one bigger, and I'm going to delete that background in there of that. There we go. Does it look good enough? Now we're going to make that back smaller again, the yellow one. There you go. That'll do it. That was an easy peasy one. JPEG models. No, it is all of the images. Okay, I think that I've not made this big enough. Image size. No, I didn't. 300. We'll go 200 with this. Get it loading fast. By 20. Then we're going to save it. And we're going to go with QX625 all. That'll do it. Saved. I mean, there's a million people out there do editing and go, that's not the correct way to do it. Well, this is how I do it, and it works for me, so that's how that works. And you want to do it the quickest, simplest way. Do not spend hours and hours and hours on products that you are not confident that you're going to sell. As I eat my dinner, which is a rice cake. Yum. Yum yum rice cake. Right, the last one that we've got to do is, let's have a look, a dry bag. Have a look at the model photographs. That looks okay, and that's good as well. Okay, so there's two sizes in this, so I'm going to use one is going to be the man one, is going to be the bigger size, and then the woman, it does look a bit smaller, she's going to be the woman size. And we're going to put the colours down here on this one. Enhance or image size first. No, 20. Unlock this. Move her over here. We're going to do the background thing, which I do quite regular, where steel, don't want her hand in it. No pixels selected, correct. So we're going to select that, copy this, copy, paste, do that. So look, looks lovely. You're looking lovely, love. Have a look at size. Yeah, did it? Yeah, okay. Flatten that. I'm going to save this image, which don't really do a lot because I don't really use the image on its own, but I'm going to use this because it's an outdoor one and people like to see it, and I'm going to replace that one. And I'm going to take up, I'm just going to delete from my inventory the old photo. So look, the red photograph has got a load of junk next to it. Don't want to keep the junk. I don't know, I'll have a look in a minute. Here's a yellow one. Right, first of all, we'll delete everything around the yellow or the white from the background of the yellow one. And then we'll delete, red's got to be on top really. Red, we're going to delete the background. Don't want to keep the junk. Yeah, I suppose I do. Save as. All. Now, I'm not going to go off this one. This dude here, showing you that you can carry your climbing rope on it. Just going to take this little tiny sliver of this background here. Crop. No, you idiot, not crop. Just like that. Copy. Paste. Let's see what this turns out like. Got a gap in it. That'll do. That don't. You cannot tell. You just cannot tell, can you? Image size. Make it 200 and 20 by 20. Save it as. It says 640, but it's not. It's going to be 660 model. Spelt correctly though. Now we're going to put the two new colours on there. We'll do it same as the other one. Yellow at the top, red at the bottom, like that, because red's got all this crap around it. That's too thick red. Stay down there. Red's going to be on top. delete that background. Blow my nose again. And in the red one we're going to delete all the background and keep the junk again. Don't like it, looks like they're coupled together. That's better. I'll get rid of this background again. There. Ready to go. Save as model 66 all 66 60 all. And that is eBay editing done for the day for the photographs. Excuse me. And it is 12:42 and I'm going to go for my lunch, and then when we come back we are going to start uploading stuff to eBay. Great stuff.